Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, we are continuing our New Year's resolution of kind of cleaning up my base and just making ourselves better neighbors. When I started on the lighthouse here, Doc M was taking a quick break from the server, getting ready for his new child to be born. He has since returned, and you know what? But he's been a little bit busy. He's been preoccupied because the baby is still on its way. Apparently, they take a while. Anyway, what I was thinking is, before he gets back, I should really finish the wall around this and fix the lighting on this plaza. Now, I threw together a rough plaza here as just kind of a placeholder, or a plaza holder, really. I just put together some granite in a circle, and I'm like, that's fine. But there is a real plaza and a real wall around this Tower of Hercules in Spain. So what I wanted to do was build something that really reflected that. Unlike this circle, it is actually a hexadecagon in real life, which is a 16-sided polygon. Now, 16-sided polygons are hard to make in Minecraft, so I used a calculator earlier and got the coordinates for where the vertices need to be. A vertex is where a side meets another side in a polygon. So anyway, this is a set of vertices. If we put a block in each of these, it should, be able to be, we can connect the dots basically and get what we need to get. Now, we're going to use that fancy thing that Asuma put on the server. So if you're looking for this in your game, I don't think you're going to have it. But yeah, we've got this coordinates HUD here. So the first place we need to go is 939, negative 1021. So 939, okay. Negative 1021. Okay, so we're going to go around the lighthouse. And we're going to 939, negative 1021. Okay, so good news and bad news. The actual thing in real life is out further than the circle that I put here initially by some number of blocks. Now, it looks like 3. If we go 3 blocks out in any direction, how badly does that mess up our cliff? Like, if we go out 3 here, I mean, we have extra stone. We can terraform this. That's going to be fine. If we go out 3 here, it's kind of the same deal. We actually, I think, kind of have an overhang set up already there. And this side is going to be even easier. So, I feel like, on the whole, we're in good shape here. Why don't we go ahead and quickly zip around here and lay out all 16 of the points. As you can see, we have got our points in around our hexadecagon here. There's going to be these edges that are kind of straight, and then there's going to be edges that are going to have to go kind of diagonal. Now, getting these edges exactly kind of diagonal is going to be touchy. But with the magic of scaffolding, not that I'm good at magic or scaffolds, I'm optimistic that I can kind of split the difference here. So this is 3, right? And then we'll have this one come over. Or actually that one, yeah. See, this feels about right. Although maybe it should actually be 2, 2, 2, right? Yeah, that might, or 2, 3, 2. Yeah, that feels better. Well, here it is, folks, a hexadecagon constructed around our lighthouse. And you know what? It's not bad. It does mean that we're going to need to reach into our chest here and just grab a bunch of stone and ensure that this is properly supported. Now, the wall around this thing isn't actually particularly high. It does go down several layers. So, really, what I need to be doing here is probably to be, just dropping this down, I'm going to say 3 meters, and then having the stone come up to meet it, which in this part is going to be great. We might even actually have to remove some stone. Other areas, we're going to have other issues. We're going to have to move the whole lip up. But I think that'll be okay. I am kind of tempted to even make the cap of this only a ½ meter high. Because if you're actually walking around the lighthouse in that plaza, it really doesn't seem like it should be a full meter wall. But anyway, look at me talking when there's work to be done. Can you imagine Joe Hills talking when there's work to be done? Inconceivable. Let's go ahead and just keep on powering through. Time skip. So we've got this shelf working about as well as it's going to at this point. I'm pretty happy with it. One thing that we still need to do, though, is we need to fix the plaza itself. Now, in the real plaza, what they've got is a bunch of, like, different colored stones in, like, that are, like, rectangular. Some look like they're, like, 2x1, some look like 3x1s. I was trying to figure out how to do that, and I realized the best way is probably going to be with combinations of different colors or different shades of glass. So we have some black glass, we have some light gray glass, that sort of thing. So, how do we pull that off? Well, here's what I'm imagining. And as soon as I said that, I'm immediately realizing I need to make the sandstone 1 block lower. Maybe. In order to really have this work. But, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe this will be fine. So let's get our first 2x1 segment of glass in there. Boom, boom, boom. And then, you know what? We can have another segment go in. Let's get all the different colors out. So we'll have like a 3x1 of black glass, right? And we'll have a 2x1 of white glass here. The white might be too high contrast, actually. Let's try light gray. Let's try, oh, gray, light gray. There it is. It was hiding. Thanks, Etho. Okay, so we get some light gray glass in there. And then we could have, like, another 3x1 that's like black this time, maybe. I don't know. I'm just messing with it. Experimenting, playing around. And, you know, we can just take this general core concept of this pattern and extend it all the way through here. At the same time, what I want to do is have another layer that is going to be above that, like at this layer where the granite currently is. And that'll give us a kind of cool fogging effect, I think. So like we get a 3x1 light gray here. And honestly, it's just going to be easier to get this done and show you how it turns out. But for right now, let's just do enough that we can kind of show it off. The Strait of Gibraltar has never looked better. Check this out. Double layered glass over a ring of fire. Well, okay. Some parts of that could have gone a little bit better. On the whole, though, you'll notice that the glass has prevented my belongings from falling into the water and the lava and all that. You know, and then we can just put these back on like nothing happened. Do-do-do, look at me, I'm just being very cool. Maybe something happened, who can tell? You know, this is the sort of face of someone whistling who maybe didn't or perhaps did fell, whatever. Core concept. We've got the lava down there adding some light, but it's not being, like, the glass layers are really overpowering the deep reds. The white layers are underneath the black, which really works well here. I'm pretty happy with how this goes. We got a parallax effect. Ooh, we forgot some of the, what do you call those? Ender pearls there. And I think it looks pretty good at night, too. When I was building this, I imagined that the stairs down from the lighthouse would just kind of come out of right here. And we could just put some stairs straight down this hill, maybe have a little path that connects to the path over this way, to the dog sanctuary area. Whoa. So basically, as you come out of the log, we could branch up here, and then up there, and then there you go. You're at the lighthouse. But wait, mistake, the doors don't face that way. And the doors are supposed to face the stairs. That got me thinking, what if I just tear the whole thing down and rebuild it rotated 90 degrees. That would be a great opportunity to practice building. But I've accidentally wrote like my plans for the next few months, like YouTubes and streams and stuff over here. And I don't want to put all these signs back up. Like, uh-oh, how am I going to remember the Irish Festival in Erin, Tennessee on the 3rd Saturday of March if I have to rotate this entire building? Maybe building a timeline inside of a building I need to rotate slightly is a bad call. So, instead, what I'm realizing is the opportunity here is we can actually have the stairs roll straight out this way, and actually, based on the stairs on the original lighthouse, kind of create a platform out here that will give us a balcony to overlook Dockham's goat here. So by having the stairs come down there and a path that hooks back that way and around, that is going to drastically improve our view when folks exit the portal here. You know, let's say that I'm a distinguished Minecraft visitor, like Stress Monster, and I come to see this lighthouse. And what is this right here? What is that? That stone just goes straight up and down. There's no craftsmanship to that terraforming. I feel, looking at it now, I botched it. So by having the stairs from the lighthouse match the face with the door, which is that one right there, and then jut out here, that lets us change the silhouette of this entire plateau we constructed in a way that is hopefully going to look pretty good. So let's get on that now. Time skip. Cleo, our lighthouse entrance over there isn't really accessible from the rest of the area. So what I was thinking we would do is fork this path here and have it kind of loop around out from the log and into the sea. We'll extend that hill.
So how about I clear out this bit, because this bit is a bit that I understand.
Okay.
And you figure out how you want it to curve inwards.
I think that that'll be good.
Solved. Problems.
Next problem. Joe Cleo,
problem.
problem-solving task force. Solving problems we didn't even know you had. But they're clearly not our
Joe,
own.
I know exactly what problems you've got. They're all me. That's how that works.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to start with the trees. You start with whatever it is Joe Hill starts with.
Yeah.
Joe
I start with a
doesn't know what
song
Joe
in
Hill
my
starts
heart and
a smile on your lips.
There we
and
go.
never the twain shall meet, because that means your heart is probably somewhere in your chest.
yeah,
And so would your lips be, and that would be painful.
yeah, I was going to say my heart's almost always in my chest.
I mean,
Occasionally on my sleeve.
I keep mine in a jar on my desk.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, most people enjoy it. It's a good conversation starter. I think this looks good. I think you're done, Joe. I think you're done.
Now, what I haven't done yet is I haven't actually gotten this into the I don't have the seabed part done. That's not as urgent. Like, I wanted to get this
and it
part.
also, if you want Cleo to do that, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, you don't
I did that. I hate working undersea. This is why when everyone was doing an undersea base, I was just like,
This is great. Thank you so much, Cleo.
It's all right. We're done now.
It is absolutely incredible how much Zombie Cleo and I were able to accomplish in just 80 minutes here. I am thrilled with the progress, and it got me thinking, why don't I load up the original seed of Hermitcraft 7 in a new world and compare and contrast that to all the terraforming and building we've done so far this season? Look at this! Wow, it was crazy seeing how much things has changed in that amount of time. You know, I was looking, though, and one thing I've realized that we still have time to do this episode is we can start working on our path here and kind of just extend this, like I was talking to Cleo about, from the log out and around to our main area. I figure once we get the path in, then we can also stop by with a bit of bone meal and maybe get some more grass in the general vicinity here. Like right now, a lot of this freshly placed dirt doesn't look right, you know, even though it's grown into beautiful grass, just because it feels so flat and lifeless. So we roll in here, we get some actual plants going on. I think that's going to do us wonders. But yeah, this is, I think, a good start here. And we could even have the path kind of continue this way if people want to, like, overlook, dang it, the @ symbol there. That'll look nice sometimes. Ooh, it is getting dark, though. So we might want to climb these stairs ourselves. There's some detail work left to be done on some of these surfaces, but, you know, this is just an incredible amount of progress for one episode. Thank you so much again, Cleo, if you're watching, for all your help there. That was so much work. And so fun having somebody to hang out with. That's one of my favorite things about Minecraft, is just palling around with people and getting stuff done. It's just nice. But yeah, so now that we've got this in, you'll see that that kind of leads around here. It feels like it's natural enough, it's real enough. It's not distracting. Now we can just wander through and really kind of just make this feel more wild. And I think that's going to add a lot. We got so much done this video, and I gotta say, now that I've got grass over here on those slopes, this looks even better. The Strait of Gibraltar has never looked so awesome. So here we go. Look at this in all its majesty. Getting that undersea element in will help the lights down there. A little bit distracting at the moment, but yeah, this is pretty good as is. And we've got the path, the plaza, and the balcony to show for it. So I am pretty thrilled with today's progress. I say today. This episode took like a long time to do. But either way, I think that we need to wrap up by mentioning that this episode was mid-roll ad-free thanks to Patreon sponsor Winnie T. Ford. So, in lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising called International Space Station. We saw the ISS tonight. It was really quite far out, reflecting Sol's more distant light, and as it arced its route, it passed beyond some nearer cloud and faded out of sight. But Dad and Daughter didn't frown. It really made our night. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.